Welcome back to State of the Franchise Gaming, and unfortunately, before we start the series, Cody Bellinger is going to miss this ball game as he did strain his back in pre-game batting. All right, for the first time this series, we are advanced to another round, the American League Divisional Series, as we take on the number 2 seed, Detroit Tigers, and we'll be facing one of the best pitchers of the last 3 years, Tarik Skubal. Didn't have the win-loss record of the last 2 seasons, but the ERA is still pretty damn good, still striking out guys at a high rate. And unfortunately, Josh Chisholm will become the second victim of the inning. And Judge, hard hit up the middle, right at Colt Keith, where normal defensive alignment, he would have had a base hit. All right, Clark Schmidt is going to start game 1. Yo, Boone, what are you doing? I don't know. Maybe he's trying to keep the pitching staff on a rotation in which they're getting enough rest, as, again, this Detroit Tigers lineup pretty damn good. A lot of power. Keith, Green, Carpenter, all hit 30 home runs, or at least close to 30 home runs in the lineup. The only team in the American League in which to do so. We're going to swap Chisholm for Cabrera. Cabrera was playing center. Now Chisholm will play center, and Cabrera will move to third. Chisholm hasn't played center all season, to be honest with you, as I think it makes more sense to have Chisholm out there. He does have the speed and the range to be playing center. Cabrera, not that great with the arm, and I do like a strong enough arm out there in center. All right, Anthony Volpe leading off the second inning, hits the fastball high and deep to center field. Moniak with a leap at the wall, and he makes the catch. What? You gotta be kidding me. He made that catch? Oh, I thought Volpe gave us a run, man. Torkelson will strike out. Big G, swing and a miss. Unfortunately, he'll strike out against Tarik Skubal. Third punch out for him so far through about 3 innings. Adele will make it number 4. And Skubal, who has been a problem the past couple seasons, continues to be so. 2-2 count for Josh Rojas. Schmidt. Oh my goodness. Rojas hits it to right field. I don't even know where it landed. 425 feet as the Tigers take a 1-0 lead here in game number 1. Disappointment by Aaron Boone, and it makes sense. I mean, Schmidt comes back and gets the strikeout on Rogers with a sinker in the outside corner. Rosario jammed on the fastball, is able to hit it in the right field and bounce it down for a single. Chisholm chases the low fastballs. Short second to first. Chisholm will beat it out, but that's not a pitch you need to be swinging at. And same thing goes for Aaron Judge, as, come on, I get it's a high fastball and it's not a double play ball, but you got to do better. As Volpe floats this one to center, and Moniak comes up with that one too, showing off his range in all facets in center field. Riley Green strikes out to start the 4th, and Carpenter hits it to left. Oh, Adele does a full gainer to make the out, though. Good play by him. Torkelson up the middle. Volpe gets it in the outfield grass, tosses it to first, and unfortunately Torkelson will be safe. So quickly get through 4. Both guys with 4 strikeouts. Schmidt, the only one to give up a run thus far. Cabrera, swing and a miss at a knuckle curve. I can't remember the last time he's played a game, so maybe that's a reason why he swings at such a bad pitch. Stanton strikes out as well on the high heater. Tigers maintain a 1-0 lead through 5 innings. Unfortunately, Schmidt will walk Josh Rojas this time as he gets on for the second time. Up the middle, Rosario doesn't go to second, goes to first, and that'll end the 5th inning. Yankees, a singular hit thus far as Jesus Rodriguez is playing. I mean, I get it's a lefty, and I guess it would make sense. for Rodriguez to be batting as a righty batter as Adele hits this one to left field. Ben Rice just hasn't hit lefties all that great, but maybe Aaron Boone has made a mistake by not having Rice playing first. Rosario pops this one up in the foul territory. Catch going to be made. And through 6, Detroit continues to maintain the lead. Carpenter, a floater in the foul territory. No, it bounces and doesn't end up in the crowd. He'll end up with a double via some hustle as the Tigers look to get yet a second run. As we take a look at the replay, it bounces, oh man, just like inches from being a foul ball. And Adele didn't exactly time it to really, try to get behind the ball so that it prevents a carom as it did. Torkelson, 0-2. And slider hit the left field. Adele comes up with this one, and through 6, we are still down by 1. Chisholm batting very well in the postseason thus far. Unfortunately, doesn't showcase that in this at-bat. 8th strikeout for Skubal. Aaron Judge gets another chance. 0-2 in today's ball game. Swing and a miss, a circle change. Judge strikes out yet again. Becomes the 9th punch-out victim. Volpe, chopper to second. As Skubal is pitching himself a freaking gem. I gotta say it. Tigers look to get another shot at more runs. As we jump ahead, Efros comes in the 7th. Doesn't give up a run and gets out of it unscathed. Jump ahead to the 8th. Skubal still out there. Swing and a miss. Another punch out by Skubal. That's number 10. That's actually not that close to the Tigers' record as we take a look at some of the numbers. He's the 8th Detroit pitcher with a 10K postseason game. Make it number 11 as he continues to climb Tigers' postseason history. And for some silly reason, the manager's going to replace him. I get it. It's only a 1-run game.
Number 19.
And you might want to pitch him in a game 4 if it gets to that point. Stanton. Swing and a miss. He's going to strike out to end the 8th inning as the Yankees still don't have more than a singular hit. Rogers hits it high. Deep to left field. At the bullpen. Adele with the leap. He can't come up with it. As the 2026 free agent, or future free agent, gives the Tigers a 2-0 lead. Adele didn't exactly have the momentum to make a true leap at it, try to climb the wall, but just out of his reach as the Tigers are going to go to their closer here in the 9th inning. Brent Herter with 15 saves and a 6-0 record. Jesus Rodriguez will lead off the 9th, and I think Aaron Boone might be regretting not having Rice out there. Unfortunately, swing and miss. Herter is a lefty, so I don't blame him for not switching first baseman. Adele swing and a miss at the sweeper, and the Yankees are just an out away from being down 1-0, and a pop-up by Rosario. It will be a Game 1 victory for Detroit. Tariq Skubal with some masterful pitching. 1 hit given up. And this is the 5th time the Yankees have had a 2-hit or worse game in the postseason. We did win one of them, but that was a very long time ago. All right, Luis Hill is going to be slated to be healthy to pitch, and Bellinger will come back in game number 2 as Jack Flaherty, who has signed an extension. Good for him. Staying in Detroit, providing some steady pitching, decent ERA, okay whip, solid strikeout to walk ratio as Rosario floats this one to right field. Keith with the diving attempt. He will get on, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing, but not so much from Bellinger, who has like 2 hits this whole postseason. Come on, dog. And fastball hit to center. Moniak can't come up with it. It's going to bounce and roll all the way to the wall. Rosario will score all the way from first It's 1-0 New York Yankees as they look to go back to New York in a tied series. But we asked for Aaron Judge to come up with a 4th RBI here in the postseason. Not going to happen thus far. Chopper third to first. The runner will stay put. All right, these are all regular season numbers as Wells hits 4th, Volpe 5th, Chisholm, Stanton, Rice, and Jones. I kind of wish they had just shown the postseason numbers thus far, but it's all good. Wells, 125 here in the postseason. Sinker, hit to Keith, who retrieves it in shallow right field and is able to still throw him out. Runner will advance to third. All right, Volpe gets an opportunity to drive in a second run. And knuckle curve, hit over short, but in front of left field for the second run of the ball game for New York. Chisholm, 1-2, a little late on the high fastball. He'll float this to left, and a second run is all they will get here in the first inning. All right, Garrett Cole pitching game number 2, which honestly makes sense because if we get to a game 5, he will pitch game number 5. I don't want to call game 1 a mulligan, but maybe Aaron Boone didn't really strategize too hard, though I think Max Fried will be pitching game number 3. As you see this Detroit lineup, not much changes. Switch hitter, 3 lefties, 2 righties, 2 lefties. And unfortunately, Cole's going to give up a base hit to Colt Keith as it hits up against the left field corner of the wall. Keith will be in there with a stand-up double. Riley Green, knuckle curve. Fortunately, finds some infield dirt, but not a very good throw by Volpe. Runner will advance. That's an error on Anthony. Carpenter, roller to Rosario, attempts to go to second, gets one, back to first, get it, good. Good defense by the New York Yankees, something we probably haven't said very much in the last, 3 to 5 seasons. Giancarlo Stanton coming up to the dish. He is batting very well. .357 with a 1257 OPS. Something about the postseason just, I don't know, man. He just turns it on. It's like he becomes MVP Stanton, King Kong, hitting big ding-dongs. Hence why he beats his chest. Ben Rice, though, not so much. Very much a Jane swinger at this point. Rosario, knuckle curve up the middle. Flaherty retrieves it, tosses it to first. Unfortunately, we won't be able to capitalize off the base hit from Big G. Vierling hits it to right field for a base hit for Detroit. As I'm kind of tired of giving up leadoff base hits. Moniak under the glove of Rice. Judge will come up with it. And he'll come around second to third. They'll have runners at the corners. Rojas already hit a homer in the series. Floats this one to center. Bellinger makes the catch. The throw, the tag from third, the throw to home, not going to happen. Will not be in time. It's 2-1 New York, though. They cut the deficit in half. Rogers has hit a home run in game 1. Swing and a miss, though. Not going to happen for the third strike here in the inning. Castro gets an opportunity and a hung-up circle change that I'm surprised was called a strike, but we'll take it. Knuckle curve. Oh, come on, Cole. You got it. Listen, you can throw your fastball. Don't hesitate to throw it, man. All right? I know that Detroit has some hitters, but damn, he hangs another off-speed pitch into a breaking ball, and it'll cost the Yankees the lead. As Riley Green gets the Tigers up by 1, it's 3-2. Tigers look to jump ahead 2-0 in this series. Advance to the American League Championship Series, but they got to win this one first. Volpe already has a hit and floats it over Josh Rojas to lead off the 4th with a base knock. Chisholm gets himself a shot. No run attempt from Volpe. Floats this one to center. It'll bounce down. Volpe thought about it, but he'll retreat back to second. Big G. Swing and a miss. Inside heater from Jack Flaherty as Rice gets a shot. And, out in front of the knuckle curve. First to second. Back to first. Why are you attempting to slide at the bag, dude? You hurt yourself. Then we got to play Rodriguez the rest of the series. Cole gets a strikeout. Get another one for him. Hard knock by Moniak up the middle-ish, actually into the left center field gap as Bellinger has to hustle this one down. Throws it, attempts to hit the cutoff. Volpe to throw to third. Not going to be in time. Moniak with a one-out triple. Not sure if Bellinger kind of got tired running the center field, but dude, you got to hustle. 3-2 count. Cole comes up big with the fastball out and then gets Rogers out to get out of danger. Points at Wells saying, hey, damn good, pitch calling out there. Cole has given up 6 hits, but so is Flaherty. Not sure who's going to last longer, as both guys have given up 6 hits thus far, but we shall see. We've seen Aaron Boone kind of lean on his starters. Spencer Jones takes this knuckle curve deep to left or right center field, and unfortunately it'll only be a ground rule double and not his first postseason home run. Rosario floats a fastball to right field. Jones might tag, and no, he's not going to. That'll give Bellinger an opportunity, another RBI double. Hard shot to Keith at second, as Jones will advance to third. Yankees trying to manufacture a run instead of, hit one airborne, though I would gladly take it from Aaron Judge. 0-2, out in front of a slider. Hit up the middle. Castro, the throw to first on the run. Great defense by Detroit to get out of Dodge. And Castro will lead off the bottom of the 5th. As Cole tosses him a cutter up the middle, as that is another leadoff Tigers batter. Colt Keith looking to get his 3rd hit so far. Just a triple and a homer away from the cycle. Cutter in there for the strike. The throw from Wells. Not going to be caught by Volpe, though it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Stolen base for Detroit. Keith, unfortunately, punches out. High heater, 6th strikeout for Garrett. Green, inside cutter. He can't capitalize with a runner in scoring position. Carpenter floats this one to shallow right. Rosario calls off Aaron Judge to make the 3rd out here in the 5th. All right, we jump ahead to the top of the 6th. And, oh, man, that looks like a damn balloon. You got to demolish that one, man. Come on, Wells. Volpe. Ay, Dios mío. What were you thinking, my guy? Why'd you think that was a good pitch to swing at? Fastball, slider, and a slider that was just in another time zone. Come on, Volpe. You got to do better. Cole goes back out there for the 6th. Hit past the diving Chisholm in the left, and then Jones can't come up with it. Oh, my goodness. Jones, the throw to 3rd. Hits Chisholm. Wow, what a lucky play, so to speak. And let's be honest, Jones has a good arm, or a solid arm. Take a look at the replay. That might have been a throw of anger and desperation, but hey, right on time, right on the money. Saves a runner in scoring position, but oh, come on, Cole. You can't be hitting him with the cutter right there. Rojas smacks it up the middle. Runner actually is going to stay put at second. As Rogers comes to the dish, hits this fastball high and deep to left field. Jones near the wall. It's going to be fouled. Someone ends up with a souvenir. Rogers 1-2. Swing and a miss at the knuckle curve. Yankees get out of the 6th without giving up a 4th run or more. All right, Alex Lang with a 1.52 whip. I guess they're hoping for an easy inning out of him. But he faces our best hitter thus far in this postseason. Ooh, good high sinker, as I don't think Giancarlo Stanton was looking for that, to be honest. Right, swings and misses at a down the middle sinker, as I guess if it's coming in at 97, it's going to look way worse than what it really is. Knuckle curve, 3 straight strikeouts for the Tigers. and they get out of the seventh, maintaining a lead. All right, Ian Hamilton, who I think I showed in the last series, had about a 6.4 ERA in the regular season. ERA down to 0 as he only had one outing thus far. The Tigers get a leadoff hit, and Riley Green already has given the Tigers a lead earlier in the ball game. Gets another opportunity, hits this one into left field. This should at least be a double. Jones will come up with it, throw into the cutoff. Volpe to the plate, the throw, the tag. No, come on. How did he not tag him out? Pop up in the third base foul territory, and at least we'll get the second out, but come on. Oh, that throw looked right on the money. We should be out of the inning. I mean, we will now, but we should only be down by 1 and not down by 2. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us in the long run. Check. What the fudge monkeys are you looking at, umpire?
Now batting.
Or robo-ump at this point. Come on, that's not a strike. Judge, hard hit up the middle of the slider, and it's a 2-out base hit.
Now batting.
Yeah, I wish it would have been a bigger boom. That would have given us a third run as Wells can't come up with a hit here in the 8th inning. And Boone looks a little disappointed, but we're not out of it yet. Vierling hits this high and deep to right field. Judge can't come up with it. I don't know what he was reaching out for. He was never going to get to that. The throw back to Rosario, as that is a leadoff double for Detroit. Moniak looking to put us out of this. 2 for 2 in the ball game with a check swing. Okay. I didn't think that was a strike, but I guess it is. Rogers hits this one to right field. It is going to be a double and a run. It is now 5-2 Detroit. And that is how they will win game number 2. New York Yankees are 1 game away from being swept, and it might just happen at home. We had 8 hits, but we just, I don't know. I felt like our off-speed and breaking balls just weren't doing the job, floating a little bit too much in the guys' wheelhouses, as Garrett Cole, despite the 8 strikeouts, did give up 3 hits. As we take a look at the postseason bracket thus far, Brewers are up 2-1 against the Phillies. Mets are also up 2-1. Seattle and Baltimore tied at 1-1. As we jump into game number 3, very pivotal for New York, as, let's be honest, we're looking to extend this series at least 1 more game, as it will take a reverse sweep for us to win this series. But we can't think about game number 4 until we get through and win game number 3. Yankee offense only putting up 2 runs, as Willie Castro looking to start off this ball game against our best pitcher of the last 2 seasons, Max Fried. He is facing a pretty lefty-heavy lineup, so hopefully he's able to have the strikeout pitch, as he has not walked a single batter. Somehow. Has a 1.8 whip, though. I'm not sure how that works. I don't know. Maybe he didn't pitch that many innings. I'm not mathing it right now. Liner right at Chisholm. Can't come up with it. Strong arms it to first. Good recovery by Jazz Rado. Oh, sorry, Jazz. We don't call him by his full government. Keith, Riley, Carpenter. I don't think this lineup has changed, except, oh, look, number 7. It is our old friend Gary Sanchez playing catcher against the lefty Max Fried. He does have good lefty power. Liner right at Chisholm for the second out. Riley Green down 0-2, hitting .375 this postseason. And oh my goodness, sinker hung and hit the left field. Tigers jump out to a 1-0 lead. His second postseason homer this season. The second time he's given the Tigers a lead in this series. Hopefully this one does not stick. All right, Tigers showing a little homage to the Detroit Red Wings, one of the best hockey teams in the last 2 or 3 decades, as Fried gets out of danger with a strikeout. Right, Matt Manning has a damn good record this season. 2.56 ERA, 96 strikeouts though, not a ton. In not a ton of innings. There's Bellinger batting 150. We need him to, oh my God, not do that. Strikes out yet again. Not a good look for Cody thus far. Maybe we might think about moving him down the lineup. Maybe Adele could play some. He's not the best against righties, but, I mean, maybe a little changeup might be what it takes as Aaron Judge grounds out shortstop the first. The rest of the Yankee lineup looks as follows. Chisholm will come up next. Volpe, Wells, Rosario. Stanton batting seventh just doesn't look that good anymore. We should probably move him up in the lineup, being he's blasting, a couple of pitches this postseason as Chisholm has hit pretty well his damn self. Unfortunately, not going to come up with one here in the bottom of the first, and he will be the last out.
First baseman,
All right, Spencer Torkelson will lead off this inning, as I guess he's got to retie his cleats at this point in time. Come on, man. As Freed serves up a curveball and is going to get hit into the left center field gap. Bellinger will come up with it, and I guess tightening them laces did Torkelson some good, as he'll have a double. To lead off the inning, nonetheless, Vierling. Slow chopper, Torkelson retreats, Volpe to first, gets the first out.
Gary Sanchez.
All right, Gary Sanchez coming to face his former team, his OG team. Hopefully we don't give up a blast from him. As 3-2, hit high, but well foul. That is a nosebleed souvenir here in the postseason. And given some of these postseason prices, get what you can. Chopper to Rosario, who will at least advance the runner. And that is the second out. Meadows has not played this postseason. Cabrera playing first in today's game. And not Ben Rice.
Leading off for the Tigers.
Bro, did Ben Rice, piss in your Wheaties, Aaron? Boone, that is, not Judge, hopefully. As that'll be a base hit for the former Yankee prospect, Trey Sweeney. He's going to attempt to steal second. The throw to Wells. Catch and tag. Good throw by Austin. Able to get out number 2 here in the inning. Keith, 1-2. Floats it to right. Judge. Ooh, can't come up with it. A little bit out of his 6'7" reach. Green, hard hit to Chisholm. He'll go to second for the final out of the third inning. Carpenter, chopper to Chisholm, who somehow can't come up with it. It's like he hesitated. Now is not the time for hesitation, my dude. 2-0. Now he gets it. Tosses it to, oh, God. Volpe, as Judge will throw it back in the infield. That is clearly an error on you, Jazz. You tried to make up for it, throw it a little harder than you needed to. Chopper, backhanded by Freed. That'll freeze the runner at third and get the one at first, or at least going to first. Gary Sanchez with an opportunity to give his Tigers a further lead, and okay. I didn't think that was a legitimate swing, but I'm not a robot and don't make the call. Meadows floats this one to left field. Jones can't come up with it on the diving attempt in foul territory. Now 0-2. Floats this one beyond Volpe and in front of Jones. Runner from third will score. The throw from Jones to the plate. Not in time. Tigers jump out to a 3-0 lead. Sweeney swing and a miss at the sweet piece to end the fourth. Yankee offense needs to do something and fast. It's the bottom of the fourth. Grounder up the middle and in the center field as the captain comes through. But can someone drive him in? Chisholm 0 for 1. Takes a low fastball, which I don't blame him for not swinging at. You're not going to do much more with that, but probably beat it in the dirt. As it is a 3-2 count with Volpe in the on-deck circle. He lays off the slider. And we now have 2 runners on for the young Volpe. Volpe up to pitch number 41. Out in front of a sweeper. Castro dives. Can't come up with it. Won't throw it anywhere for that matter. And the bases are loaded. Judge at third. Chisholm at second. Wells at the plate and Volpe at first. 1 and 2. He hits it high. He hits it deep. He gives the Yankees, more importantly, the lead. 422 feet. His first postseason home run in a long while. But hey, better to do it now than never. Dap him up at home plate. Rosario comes up next. And he's going to smack a curveball up the middle as the Yankees continue to get on base. Big G. Hard hit off the curve into right field. That's like the third or fourth consecutive hit. I've lost count. As the Tigers manager going to replace Matt Manning, and I think that's a pretty smart move. Cabrera hits it right to Torkelson. Tries to get the double play. Woo! Okay. Jones hit right at Castro. It takes a really bad bounce into left field. Runner going to come around to score nonetheless. I guess you could count that as an RBI to him. As, hey, we will take it. He's hit very well this postseason. Bellinger hits it high. It is just inside the foul pole. That'll count. It is 8-3 New York as they try to save their season and extend it at least another game. About time he came through with a big postseason hit, man. Jeez Louise. As we look at the starter comparison, I mean, hey, neither guy's had the strikeout pitch going all that well, and they've both given up 6 hits. But Manning has been absolutely demolished thus far. Stanton here in the 5th. Oh, my goodness. He's going to extend the lead yet even further. Double digits. 10-3 Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton with, if my numbers are correct, his 25th postseason homer of his career. Bregman, Manny Ramirez, and Giancarlo Stanton are the only men in postseason history with 25 or more postseason home runs. As Warren comes in into relief, as I don't want to burn out the bullpen, and he'll unfortunately give up a 2-run shot here in the top of the 8th. Tigers still down by the same amount of runs as which they have at the present moment. And it's not going to matter as we extend this series another game. Winning game number 3, forcing a game number 4, our first postseason win at home in the series, as we had 12 hits to their 9. Maybe Luis Hill pitches game number 4. He is healthy. We'll see. And yeah, absolutely we needed that. I mean, it goes without saying. If we don't win it, obviously we are, trekking up to Major Deegan or wherever, some of these players may live, over to G-Dub. But nonetheless, I will see you guys in game number 4 and a possible game number 5 in the next episode. Peace out.